Hello everyone, this is episode 5 and I'm calling it Calm and Refreshed. Reason is because in the last 30 days I've spent so much time working towards Commander Luke that now that I've finished, I gotta figure out what's next. And to do that, I kind of go and take a step back to see exactly what I want to accomplish and what do I want to do. And I've realized that the one thing that's really been really enjoyable so far in this game has been building and establishing a decent guild. And so I think what I'm going to start doing is really focus on going through and getting that guild stronger. One thing that we started off right off the bat when I got into this, we were only about 10 million. I just looked and we're at 38 million total power. And so it's been really nice because we've been able to go through and actually compete in a territory war. I'm going to say compete and won. We've also too been able to do 2 different 7-tier Rancor raids, and then tonight is going to be the first time that I'm going to be able to do a 7-tier tank raid. So it's been really enjoyable. We even started to go through and actually get into Discord. We have about 9 or 10 of the guild mates right now that are going through and talking and communicating that way. So it really starts to feel like we're getting to be kind of a big boy guild. And so one thing that did for me too was realize this part of the game that I didn't really expect that I was going to enjoy as much, I really am. And so I've decided that maybe I'm going to take a step back on just working towards one individual, but also to look at kind of what the guild needs as a whole. In our territory wars, we're fortunate enough that we had a decent amount of people come in that were right around 1.5 up to 3.5 million total in Galactic power, so which it made the territory war and overall everything a lot easier for us because we have that power. But what it also did was made it to where some of the smaller end people, somebody that's at 200,000, 300,000, be able to go through and get some of those shards and work to be able to go through and get stronger. They're working every day to get their raid tickets and to get stronger. They're just not going to spend a ton of money to go through to make it to where they're going to be considered a whale or a kraken, as a new phrase I've heard lately. So with the guild, we're working towards that tonight. Like I said, it's going to be our first 7-tier tank raid. And so I think we have a strong enough people for that. We waited the 24-hour period, so it's going to be about 9 o'clock tonight that we're going to be able to go through and actually start that. I'm really excited. I'm hoping that I'm going to be strong enough. When we've done the 2 other Rancor raids, we were a little bit surprised, honestly, how quickly we were able to get through those. The team had a lot more 7-star characters than we expected. One individual had 121 compared to my 31. That's a huge number. So we're able to compete and be able to go through and get that taken care of pretty quick. Right now I currently have 27 shards for Han Solo, so I'm still a good 100 and some away, but I think if we continue to do it probably once, twice a week, and the last one I did get 10 because I was the first contributor. Who knows, pretty soon that Han character might be in the team pretty quick. Update real quick on Commander Luke. He is going to be right now gear 8, and so he is actually up to level 85 and right around 13,000 power. So from what I hear, if I can get some Zetas on him, he can actually solo the Rancor raid, which is no pun intended for solo, but is going to be kind of nice to be able to go through and see. I noticed that he has a lot of turn meter reduction, so I think looking at kind of some strategies on YouTube on how to utilize him and be able to go through and make it to where the Rancor cannot get another hit in. Hey, I'm looking forward to it. Been working really hard on his mods. One of the things that I didn't do in the past, only really with Anakin, was work towards getting those mods up and actually splicing those to get those a little bit higher. Currently, right now, I only have one of those mods that isn't in the gold tier, which I'm pretty excited about. Another thing that's real nice too, his speed is up to 242. Hey, I mean, that's pretty quick on my end, so hopefully I can continue to get him stronger. And then as we go through and with Han, maybe work towards a decent Rebel team. Chewbacca's not too far off. Right now in the video I have right now on there's the Grand Arena. That is actually my Bounty Hunter team, and so I'm going to have to decide on another character. because I don't actually have the ability to get all those characters on the screen. They're up to 7. I'm thinking maybe Aura Singh, maybe. She does have a cantina in there, but it is 16 energies for that, but we'll see. I'd love to have Bosk, but currently right now do not have the ability to unlock him in any other way than spending money, in which I don't really want to kind of go through to do that. But it'd be nice to have a 7-star Chewbacca Legend there, and then put that with my Rebel team, really go through to make the guild stronger and make my Rebel team a lot stronger. So, on the video I have today, this is going to be a very, very, very close Grand Arena. I actually lost barely. I mean, I'm talking probably 5 or 6 points. I was able to go through and one-shot most of his team, and then he was able to one-shot most of my team when it came through each of them. My defense, I did get a message from him saying that my Rebel team gave him a little bit more fits. I looked at it on SW, you know, but it really in the end it looks like he still was able to get through them really quick. So I don't think in the end that he was being 100% truthful, but at least maybe he enjoyed that fact. But I had on my team, I was a little bit worried about the Geonosians just because I've had some really hard time with them in Arena. They are kind of the bane in my existence right now. Even though I have Anakin up to Relic 4, they still just swarm him, and they end up taking out Mace like within 2 minutes. So I got to figure out something for that. So when I fought them, I did end up using Anakin in the Jedi group and did win. But again, I guess it wasn't enough to go through and get the total battle. The Phoenix team right there, again, with them being 61,000 power, and then my bounty hunters only being about 47, I think that's where I lost a couple of the points. So the Emperor team usually does a pretty good job for me. Even though they're not as powerful as some of the other ones, I think they're about 61,000. A lot of the times I'm able to go through and with Emperor Palpatine to kind of stun them. I'm able to do what I need to kind of get things done. The second video, part of the video I have on here, is going to be the Galactic War. It is the 50th time I've completed it. And for everybody that knows, the 50th time means I get to sim. And today, this morning, was the first time ever being able to sim, and I felt a little bit guilty. I will say that I think there's going to be days that I still do that. I still use it because then I can try out some different teams just to see how powerful I am in those, but also to prolong the ability to have a little bit of energy. The downside of this game, of course, is being able to run out of energy as quickly as it is. I think usually at 12 o'clock, I go through and get those 3 additional energies, and within probably 4 minutes, I'm completely done and I don't have any energy anymore. So that Galactic War allows me to kind of have, I believe it's 12 different battles if I choose to. So we'll see, but I will say, remembering how difficult it was to finish these matches, it is really nice to decide, yep, we're going to auto-sim this. And I can remember one time, probably like 3-4 days in a row, where I would get to the last chest and I just could not beat them. And then all of a sudden, Anakin came around, and being able to get him up to the different gear levels, and then finally into to the relics, I was able to unlock it to make it to where I could, on a consistent basis, complete each of those. So that's really exciting for me. And I'm hoping as time goes on that I'll still be able to get in there. A friend of mine that's been playing this game for a really long time, he said that he can't remember the last time he's actually even played Galactic War. There it is. So I lost by 3 points. 3. Well, I know I'm not going to be in the Grand Arena, going to be anyone that's going to be huge by any means, and I know I'm not going to win every time, but 3 points, come on. So my Rebel team right now in the Galactic War, I'm really enjoying it. Everyone's 7 stars. I haven't decided yet. You know, I like Farmhand Luke, but I'm wondering if it's going to be better to have Stormtrooper Han in there. So again, the thing is Han does make it to where I'm able to go through and have a little bit more defense, because so far with Luke, with him being only gear 8 and not having any Zetas on there, I do lose my protection pretty quick. And unlike in this case, all it took was kind of like that big blast by Boba, which I'm already down to almost no protection. And so having somebody on there that could go through and make Luke stay just a little bit longer would be kind of nice. And that's one downside with this team. I know, looking at some of the other people online that have had some of the Zetas on there and has done well on there, I think the big thing for me is going to be time getting it to where they have the Zetas and doing the things that they need to. So getting back to the guild, like I said, that's going to be my focus for the next, I don't know how long, working and getting with each of them, just try to go through to have a good time. And like I said, tonight with the different raids that we have, we should be able to start the wait period tonight to go through to get another 7 tier. And I think right now, we have, let's see here, of the 50 currently right now, it looks like we have 42 of them are going to be set to do the actual raid tonight. So that's actually pretty decent. And we only have right now probably 2 people that aren't consistently playing on a day-to-day basis. And again, it's one of those things where I don't want to be that person that kicks people out, but as long as we have consistent, individuals going through and getting those raid tickets, we're going to be able to be really, really consistent. And one individual that started off with the guild with us just the last couple days, he said he's had a really hard time finding a guild that is going to be as active. And so far, he's really excited about us and how quickly we've been able to go through and actually set up the Discord, talk to each other, communicate. In the last few days, we had the territory wars. Now we're starting off doing the Hoth battles currently right now. And so with the Rebel Assault going on, it's just one more thing that we're able to kind of go through to do. We currently right now in the first tier of it, I believe we only got 2 of the 3 stars, and I think the most we've ever gotten, I believe, is 9. So it'd be really nice to kind of see on this higher, bigger team how many stars we can kind of get. So, who am I grinding? Who am I working on? What am I doing? Really, it's going to be my guild. I think that anything I can go to do to make this kind of a better experience. And again, listening and kind of hearing the community right now and how frustrated they are with the Galactic Legends. A lot of us in this guild aren't really going to have to worry about that because we're such a low tier that I think that we're just looking to have a good time, work together to get stronger, get those raid tickets, and find a way to go through and get some enjoyment out of this. So, until next time, I'm hoping to go through and to have some videos when it comes to our tank raid. I'm hoping that I will finally get some General Sky Kenobi shards. It'd be really nice. Even if it's 1, I'll be pretty excited to go through and to have that. So, well, great. Until next time, if you have comments, you have concerns, if you have something, like, subscribe, anything that you need to. So, appreciate it. And until next time, have a great one.